Hey, what's up, Street Talks? This is Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. Alright, just gonna share with you some random turbo thoughts off the top of the dome. So, this is a video in praise of self-development. So, right now there's this huge cult of self-development that's crazy popular, right? Like, you got all these business books, you got all these podcasts and stuff that encourage us to focus on self-development. Now, what is self-development and why should we care about it and so forth? I think this is actually the biggest problem. Too much of self-development, especially in the business sphere, is focused on, okay, how are you going to become more efficient, develop yourself into a better person, blah, blah, effectively in order to make more money. And also, kind of inherent in this like American notion of self-development is kind of this like Christian, Protestant, Puritan, utilitarian notions of, self-develop yourself in order to help others, which is, obviously it's a good thing. But the biggest issue of this is that, then comes the notion that, self-development is only justified if you're going to sacrifice your life helping other people, and you can't really self-develop yourself for the sake of self-developing yourself, and ultimately you're not that important. So this is actually a very important notion, because I feel if you really want to become the most epic you possible, then perhaps the goal is for you to just kind of focus on knowing that you're important, that you're great, and whatever you're deciding to pursue is actually super important insofar much as empowering yourself. Because a lot of us, we tend to just think that, I had to sacrifice myself for the greater good, I gotta sacrifice for my kids, my family. And once again, these are good notions, but I think the problem is, if you spend too much of our lives sacrificing ourselves for others, you're gonna end up becoming bitter towards other people when they're not that grateful or whatever. And also, people aren't gonna know what our sacrifices are, and perhaps it's actually a better notion for us to just focus on our own self-development in order for us to become the most epic us possible. And then as a consequence, our power overwhelming spills out towards other people. I mean, it sounds kind of bad, but it's kind of like Reaganomics, right? Is that like, if you are a really powerful, great individual and you have a lot of surplus of excess means, you're more likely to help other people. I know it's personally helped with me, when I'm maximally epic, powerful, inspired, motivated, I'm better at helping Cindy, blogging more, which eventually helps other people, making these kinds of videos and so forth. So this year, maybe make the focus of your life, develop yourself to the maximum. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out.